Go live. Hey, I'm live. Holy cow. Hey, folks, welcome back to another episode of Mountain Bike Q&A. I'm your host, Johnny Yu. No one else is going to host this show, and no one else is going to wear any of this stuff. That's why I have to do this, because I have this stuff. Anywho, I appreciate you guys for coming on. I want to start off with, again, like and subscribe if you're new. If you're on Spotify or any other place you can listen to a podcast, you can leave a little review or maybe even one of those little stars. It makes me feel all good inside. I do want to thank everybody for yesterday, all your little happy birthdays to me. I got some phone calls. I got some texts, DMs. Totally appreciate it, guys, man. It made my day. I want to thank MTV Rad Dad. I had asked him if he could make me a stem cap with my logo on it. I don't know if you can see that. The light's too bright. And I commissioned him to do that. And then he sent me this hat. Look at that. Who else is going to wear my face on their head? Nobody but me. So I want to thank him. You can check him out. He's at Rad Printed Parts on Etsy. He makes helmet hooks, chin mounts for your full face, all that kind of stuff. And then last but not least, I want to thank my insanely beautiful wife for an incredible birthday. Last night, I got a new bike. We can talk about that later. Or I could just make a reel and you could all just drool and be jealous. And we got to play with lemurs today. So I want to thank my beautiful wife, MTBTNA, or Lauren. So thank you so much. You know I love you, boo. So enough about me and my wife and everyone else. We came here to talk to Scott Losse, the comedian, the guy who's won us over with his words and not his writing. Riding, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say hello, Scott Losse.
Hello.
Was that good enough?
Yeah, that's horribly accurate. I was upset that people noticed that I never share riding clips, but apparently it's a thing that people know.
Okay. I rarely ever do it. You don't want to see an old fat guy ride a mountain bike slowly in South Florida.
I'd pay for that if you had an OnlyFans. Actually, if that's like a thing you have, I'd pay $5 a month for that.
Oh, that could pay for the bike I got last night.
What'd you get? What you got? What kind of bike?
My wife surprised me. I drove up into my carport. She opened the gate, and there was sitting a YT box. Ooh. And inside the YT box was the Decoy Core 4, ladies and gentlemen. What? I'm not that good of a rider. But now I don't have to pedal as hard because it's.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do with that? Ride around a pond or something? Or?
Yeah, there's ponds here. We got good fire roads.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. I love a fire road.
There's no loam here.
It's not loamy.
I don't have hero dirt.
Yeah, we got hero dirt. We got hero fire roads, hero parking lots. It's the Pacific Northwest, so there's like all sorts of stuff up here. It's pretty gnarly.
I'm so happy you said up here in the Pacific Northwest. That's when as soon as I see your face on Instagram, I just go Pacific Northwest.
That's like, I was walking down the street the other day and somebody shouted at me and they said, "You're the Pacific Northwest guy." And I was like, oh, damn it.
Son of I created something.
Son of a bitch. I did something.
Can we head over into the chat section real quick and see who's here? Trail Monster Neil he's ready for it, dude.
Oh, good.
Scott, are you ready for it?
Yeah, I've been preparing all day.
For the one question I was going to ask you.
I'm ready for I'm ready for this 3-minute interview.
We got Octodad Marty from New Zealand coming in to say hi to you.
Oh, nice.
What's up, mountain bike nerds?
Yeah, that's great.
Arno from Finland, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday from Finland. Thank you, man. You got Finland and New Zealand.
You have an international fan base.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's
Look
wild.
At this face. I can't believe it.
They love you.
We got Trail Pimp up there in Northern California.
Nice.
Yo, what's up? Hold on. MTBTNA, my wife. Good. Got a shout out. Love you, baby. Okay, I already talked about you. Enough of you.
I thought you made up that username. That's so fun.
she was. I said, you know what? Keep it till you get canceled.
Thank you, Octodad.
Scott is funny. So, Scott, you're from
The Pacific Northwest.
but whereabouts in the Pacific Northwest?
I live in I live in the Seattle metropolitan area. I live a little south of Seattle. I live between Seattle and the airport, basically.
He doesn't want to give it away because he wants his anonymity.
I live in Burien, Washington. It's a shithole of a place, but it's where I grew up, and it's where I decided to buy a house, and it suits me. It suits me well. It's kind of crusty and a little grungy and a little unsafe at times, but it's home and I like it.
Hey, place to hang your hat and you can call it yours.
Oh yeah, Trail Pimp. That's great. Mount Baker for snowboarding. Fantastic. We're going up there in January, actually. I love it. There's mountains a little closer that I go to. This isn't a snowboard podcast. What are we doing? But yeah, I like it.
Oh gosh. We got more questions. Does Scott know Nirvana or Grey's Anatomy?
I've met both of them. They're both really nice people.
Mr. Grey's Anatomy is just a really good guy. No, I've heard that.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. They don't ride, but they're nice. They're good folks.
I just heard.
I never seen them at the Doofy Mountain Bike Park.
So what do you do over there in the kind of near the Seattle area in the Pacific Northwest?
I make I inexplicably have become a mountain bike person on the internet in the last 3 or 4 months, which is amazing. When I by accident, but I'll take it. You got to just go with it. But when I'm not doing that, I'm just constantly mountain biking. That's all I do 24/7. I just mountain bike constantly. But I have a job in IT, and I've been a professional stand-up comedian for the last 15 years.
Wow.
And I got tired of, actually, the funny thing about mountain biking is I got tired of trying to post stand-up clips online because it's just like a dime a dozen. So I was like, well, I'm going to start posting about stuff I like instead. And that turned out to be the most popular stuff I ever did.
Isn't that weird? Like you're like professional stand-up, and all of a sudden it's, wait a minute, people resonate, with the mountain biking thing.
Yeah, I'm never posting stand-up again because they don't care, but they love mountain biking.
But it's mountain biking stand-up. I love that.
20 centimeters of snow fractured. I'm jealous. I'm heading up this weekend, opening day for sure.
What is
20 centimeters? That's how they measure things in other countries. It's difficult, but you can assume that it's more than 5 meters.
It's more than 5 centimeters. Oh gosh, man. Stand-up mountain biking. Yes. This guy. Now, yeah, here we go. Joe, the Colorado kid. Mountain bikers don't like comedy.
They hate it. No, God, I love you. They hate it. That's been the funniest part about it is like, I kind of came in and immediately started. I would see other people's videos and I was like, I bet I can do this in a way that makes fun of people worse. and it's not like shit talking per se, but I just thought it was like silly. I was like, well, I'm going to make fun of like the hyper enthusiast part of the sport. Yeah. It's like, I come from like a snowboarding background, and that is very similar in a way. There's like in snowboarding and in mountain biking, there's like these people who are just so core about it, and they're so ridiculous in cycling. So I was like, well, I'm going to make fun of it, but like also everything I make fun of is making fun of me because I am obsessed with gear and I'm obsessed with biking, and like all the things that I talk about are like just poking fun at me. Occasionally people get actually upset about it, but it's like totally just like I'm a nerd when it comes to these things. So like anything I can about, is because, you know, I feel that I'm obsessed with those things too.
But you make fun of you, which
yes,
is it's fine. It's I know Joe here says bikers don't like comedy. I know he's been struggling as a content creator with his comedy.
yeah, he's like, man, that guy's. It's been a rough time for him. He's never getting any views or followers.
Hey guys, in the comments section, if you could follow this guy right here and maybe give him a like and subscribe.
Yeah, I never see his stuff anywhere.
He's like me, he's struggling.
It's just it's a bummer. I just never see his face online when I log in every single day.
It's good content. Now I come see what's funny is I come from a comedic background as well. I never did stand up, but for 20 years I did comedic movie reviews on TV for 20 some odd years. And then that COVID kind of killed that. And I brought myself into this world because I love mountain biking. And it's still a struggle. It's a struggle for me because I don't put out the content as much content. But was it an instant like gravitation towards you with your mountain biking content, or was it a slow burn? Or do you even remember the one that boomed?
It was like, I think, well, I was watching, you know what it was? I was watching, I don't know how it works. I was watching trail. Here's how it happened. It is all, I know it's all hate. Yeah, they hate all your stuff. Your very well filmed, nicely filmed shit. I compare what I do to everybody else, and I'm like, these dudes have they use cameras.
Yeah.
But
you're like, I'm from the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, I just stare at my phone and people are like, we love it. And I don't know. Eventually I have a GoPro. Better watch out. Things are about to get heavy. Yeah. But no, you know what happened was I was watching, there's this guy from Oregon who does voiceover trail reviews. And he does them very earnestly and he's serious about it. And I was like, I'm going to make those, but I want them to be stupid. I want them to be like what a real average rider would think when they're riding a trail, not what somebody who's like advanced would do. Yeah. And that was kind of the impetus for the original idea for like talking about the local trails. And that just hit like that one, that just kind of hit. Cause I think people were looking for someone to kind of make fun of those things. Cause people take their riding so incredibly seriously. So yeah. I'll be honest, I didn't really dip my toes. I just was like, here's a mountain bike video. Let's see if it works. And it kind of just did. And it was confusing and it made me feel strange. And I wasn't
You're a professional and you feel strange. I love it.
And my friend and I have friends who are like, I ride with people who are like very serious mountain bikers, and they were like, have you seen the people who like your stuff? And I'm like, no, and they're just start naming names. I'm like, oh, what? Like real mountain bikers like what I'm doing? And it was so confusing because I was like, oh my god, I'm just some idiot who posted this thing who's like, kind of felt like an outsider. And then like within like, I don't know, within a month of starting to post mountain bike stuff, I felt like embraced by it. And I was like, oh, I really like this community actually.
Felt that big mountain bike community hug.
But yeah, I think it's a testament to just, occasionally like going out of your comfort zone and just doing a thing that just throwing a Hail Mary out there. Cause who cares? Like, worst thing that's going to happen is nobody likes it and then you can delete it later.
Yeah.
But yeah. God,
I've done so many deletes. I've actually posted stuff and was like, delete.
Yeah.
You don't get any views. And I'm like, well, nobody's going to miss this son of a bitch. I just spent all this time. My wife wants to know, did you have to come out to your parents that you're now a mountain biker?
Yeah, it was humiliating because like, yeah. I had to call my dad. and tell him how, he's like, I thought you snowboarded, and I was like, no, right now I'm going through this mountain bike thing, and it might be a phase, but I'm not sure. But I think I really like it. Is that a tattoo wedding ring? Yes.
That's a real one. Look, it comes off. Oh, he's talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of tattoos. I mean, you only ever seen my face, so you wouldn't know it because I'm not a real torso leg kind of internet person.
Show your gams to us.
But yeah,
I'm gonna back it up a little bit. When did you start getting into comedy?
I started getting into stand up when I was I'm 44. I started getting stand up. Yeah, poor me. Baby. But when I was 29, so like it's been 15 years, I started doing stand up. And
what is I gotta ask JT Dusty Dutchman's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I want to know about, I'm really interested in this stand-up stuff because I had a really good friend in California that when I lived out there was a stand-up, and we always talked about doing bits together. But I don't have that stand in front of somebody, a crowd of people, and say, I'm going to make you laugh.
Yeah,
it takes a certain ego or like, attitude.
It's a very strange mental disorder or something. I'm not really sure. I think if you ask people about me, they would say that I'm like the quiet person in the room. Like I'm always listening and paying attention, but I'm not going out of my way to entertain people. But I think that's a good quality to have as a stand-up because you're constantly collecting data on things. And I think that's probably helped with the mountain bike stuff, honestly, just because I was like, observing the community and watching people and seeing the other creators and what they were doing and being like, okay, I kind of see what people are into.
We got Puppy. I'm into Puppy.
Are you into puppies? Yeah.
I got 2 boys downstairs.
Oh, nice. But yeah, I find as a stand-up, you're like observing stuff. So like it's definitely translated pretty well to it. But I don't know why. Like I was horrified of speaking to people publicly when I got into stand-up, but I was going to therapy. And a therapist told me that he thought I was funny because we would talk about my problems. And he said, it's funny because you always like preface all of your stories really in a funny way. So have you ever thought about trying stand-up? And I was like, no, because like I'm here to talk about like horrible, depressing things. And you should do stand-up. Your point of view is really good, and I bet you do well at it. And I was like, okay. So I started, and I took a class, and I did it, and I liked it, and it was horrible, and I cried, and I had a lot of years where I was very bad at it, but I kept doing it because every once in a while something would hit, and something, people would like it. And I just kept doing it. And then after 15 years, I got pretty good at it. So if you do anything for 15 years straight, you might eventually be okay at it. And you might eventually get a viral video about mountain biking that gets 1 million views, and you'll make 5 cents off of it. So anybody can dare to dream, guys.
So you think there's a chance for me after 15 years, this channel might actually hit?
Yeah, anyone can do this as long as you just don't let it hurt your feelings too much. You'll be fine.
What was that like? What was that moment that first moment when you were up on stage? Because I'm still, I love the stand-up. I used to go to the Comedy Store and the Laugh Factory to watch my buddy out there do it. And you watch all these guys. And when was it that did you ever have a moment on stage where you're like, this is fun. This hit. This is what I want to do.
Yeah. The first time,
moment?
Yes. The first Yeah, big YouTube money. The funny thing is I'm not really on YouTube because like I feel like I need to have a place where I can go online where there's nothing to look at analytically, so I don't have a YouTube channel. Anyway, but yes, the first time I did it, I remember the feeling of having a joke hit, and it was so addictive and intoxicating. I don't know. It was just so like the way it feels is just crazy, and I felt like it was so intense and so good. I just wanted to chase that. I would chase it forever.
It was your crack.
Yeah, and then I sucked so bad for so long trying to find that, and then like probably in the last 2 or 3 years, it just all clicked. And I was like, oh, I'm pretty good at this.
You're like, I can keep doing. Plus, it's just it's just like a side gig.
Yeah, it's like
it's like your weekend fun.
It's become like it's become a job, more of a job. And social media has become more of a job than I ever thought it would. That's a real mind fuck, is like how much social media became kind of a job. Like it's something that I'm like, as much as I think it looks low effort, but there's so much behind it, and there's a lot of thinking that goes into it, and a lot of planning. I mean, if I want to make a video about mountain biking, I have to go somewhere and I have to film 30 things, and then I have to edit them in a way that makes it seem like I'm not trying too hard, and that is a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort to make things look like you're not trying.
Oh God, I just love the face ones, but then you got the ones like the Duluth or the anodized parts.
Yeah,
I mean, people don't understand that's like 45 minutes right there.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Some people, like, I have friends that don't do the social media thing, and they're just like, it takes a lot, folks. Just, I know all these guys over here do, but and when you're doing comedy like the way you do, I mean, this stupid stuff that I do, it's scripted, or at least mine is. Is yours?
I like my reels and what have you are like, a lot of that is like, I have an idea, and then I'll go, like the anodized thing, I'll like go in my garage and I'm like, I want to talk about this. I know it needs to be more than X seconds, because the dog's name is Rainier, like the beer or the mountain you choose. But yeah, it's tough. Yeah, because people think it's not like, there are so many takes of that. Like there's so many, like the first, like those P&W videos that I do that have been popular. My neighbors must think I'm insane, because I'm just outside in my garage or in my driveway going, I live in the Pacific Northwest. So one thing you might not know about this place, I live in the Pacific Northwest. So one thing you might know about this place. And they're like, I just, because they don't hit every time, or I'll mess up. Like I've wanted to put out videos where I'm just messing up, because I have hundreds of those where I'm just like, I flub a single word and then I have to start over again. And actually sometimes that's kind of beneficial, because you go somewhere you weren't expecting and you're like, oh, that's funny. And then you end up writing a whole new side of it. But like the anodized parts reel, that took like 2 hours. It was an hour and a half, and it's like a minute long, but it just took a long time, because also I have to watch it and then I edit it and then I have to edit it. And there's times when I edit a video and I'm like, it's not good enough, or it's like, or this, it's not portraying the energy you want, or like, or it's not obviously sarcastic enough.
I just did one recently, and you talking about take over take. I did one about ankle socks in mountain biking.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And just because I've seen recently a bunch of things about ankle socks on the Instagram, and I was like, is it bad to wear ankle socks? So I figured I'd do one. And it was after I did an intro for a video that I'm going to be putting out. But I'm at the trailhead, and there's people riding by, and I got the camera set up, and I'm like, what? Why are you guys making fun of myself? I got feelings, or and just I'm like, all of a sudden I go, I gotta stop. Because there's a guy riding a bike, he's got full face, and we're in South Florida here. A full face, and the guards and riding by. Now I gotta stop.
Oh yeah,
it's so embarrassing to be a content creator when you're.
It's awful. I will do it. A friend came out with me recently who hadn't seen me do it before, and I was like, I apologized before I started taping things. And he was like, I've never seen this before. This is so funny. I was like, could you just not comment on it, please? Like, it's so embarrassing because a lot of the stuff I film, like the bike park videos, those are filmed at like 7 a.m. Nobody's there. It's me. So like, I'm not embarrassed because nobody's watching me do it.
Oh, you're still young. You get up early.
I get up so early. Like, it's funny. I know there's a person from New Zealand, and it's funny because like I get up at like 3 sometimes, and I'll talk to people on the internet, and it's like I've become friends with people in different countries because they're awake.
Where do you chat online? Is that still a thing?
I don't. Well, okay. So like, I will never. It's funny. I don't respond to comments a lot. Oh God, there's another dog.
Another dog, yes. What's that dog's name?
This is Turnip.
Oh, this is the best. Anytime there's a dog in a podcast, it's a win.
Super turn. It's only 30. Yeah, 3:30. Yeah, but I don't. You know what? I don't chat. Like, I don't. The secret to my success is I don't respond to comments a lot, but I do respond to story replies, and I get a lot of those. So like, I will respond to those. So if anybody actually wants to talk to me, the secret is story replies, because I, for some reason, feel obligated to respond to people who do that. So
because they actually clicked it on, they weren't forced by their algorithm.
Yeah. It's easy to say something crappy to somebody in your reel, but like story replies, you have to really go out of your way to be an asshole to people. So I do talk to people on there.
Turn up. Your dad's focusing.
I know. This is
focusing. I went to you're scratching. I went to, my wife took me to a lemur experience today.
Oh yeah, I heard you saying that. That sounds amazing.
We've got lemurs crawling all over us and eating out of her hands, but it was like that. We were just scratching them, and they'd lay down.
It sounds like it would a thing that would only be legal in Florida.
Yeah, I asked if we could buy one, and the lady goes, "Oh, that's illegal in Florida." And I go, "It's Miami. It's legal."
Yeah, do you guys have a sugar glider?
You get those at the mall. Remember you sell those things at the mall when I was a kid? They'd throw it at you, and you're like, "What the?"
That's so funny.
Amari, ankle socks are great for roadies. That's another thing. I did a video with Amari. It's going to come out at some point. He was doing a coaching thing with me, but I'm doing the intro and outro and all these little stand-ups with him. And I'm just talking about, we're talking about that. It's so weird to have people. You know what I got to do? Like you, 7 o'clock in the morning.
You got to do it. That's how I do it. Like in the summer, I'll film a video at like 6 in the morning, because I'm the only person in the parking lot at the bike park. So like, it doesn't feel stupid to record it. But the other day I did it, and there were people in earshot, and I could tell they were looking at me. And the problem now locally is that people know who I am.
What?
So that screws it up a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
I am a known Evergreen Trails rider. So like people see me and they're like, "Hey, you're from the internet?" Like, yeah, crap.
You're the Pacific Northwest guy.
Yeah, they watch. So there's a lot of pressure, man, because like now people look. Like, I was riding with a friend, he's like, "You ruined this spot because people are paying attention to us now." It's like, so I like I feel like I have to go hard to a certain degree when people watch me, because like I don't want them to like talk trash about me, like, oh, you're just the guy from the internet, which is not good because I'm 44 and my bones and muscles don't work the same way.
I feel you. I'm 53. I just got an e-bike.
Oh, look at you. Oh yeah, somebody asked earlier what I had. I don't
Yeah,
have
I
any.
was about to ask you, what are you riding?
I ride I ride a Haro Sawaro 3 hardtail because I'm hardcore. Also, it was inexpensive.
But he loves parts.
I like parts. No, people are, it's funny though, because up here you ride a hardtail and a lot of people will be like, oh, whoa, you ride a hardtail. That's crazy. Like, it's they immediately think you're like hard, you're just like tough or something. It's like, you don't need full suspension what I'm doing with what I like to do.
I rode for 20 years with a hardtail, and it's South Florida.
Yeah,
I'm not doing sick drops and gap jumps and stuff like that. I'm just riding.
I do jump it, and you get punished when you don't do it right. But it's, I think I'm gonna upgrade. Like, I think I'm gonna go hardtail. I'm gonna transition hardtail to full suspension.
I just go right to the very other side of the spectrum.
I don't see any reason to try the in between. I think I see the people out here zipping past me on the trails, and I'm like, that's what I want. I'm just gonna do that. There's no reason to do anything else.
Just do it, man. Just end it. Just start gaining lots of weight. You ride your e-bike and then drink the beers, and you can't compensate. You can't be like, well, I burned this many calories, so I can have 4 beers.
What's funny is people will pass me on an e-bike, and I'll always make a joke when they pass me, but I don't know that they always know that I'm joking. So I think they just think I'm an asshole.
You're like, I'm a comedian.
Yeah, I'll be like, must be. I'll just be like, I can hear it. I can hear your bike. Or, oh, it must be difficult.
You must be straining.
Yeah.
So difficult. Now, as a stand-up comedian, you've got the fame now from the Instagram. You blew up. You're like close to 100,000 followers.
Yeah. Who are these people?
Well, you don't know because you don't comment back. Damn it.
No, I see them, but my wife. So my wife is like, is my bottom bracket. Okay. My wife is, she actually reads all the comments because she likes to, and then she'll be like, you should check out this video. There's a lot of nice comments, and I'm like, okay. And so I have a comment person who handles that for me.
Oh, that's cool. You've got people.
Yeah, I got a person, but no, I do read them. It's, what's the funny thing about it is, like, they're overwhelmingly positive. I just like in my head, I'm just like, well, people are going to hate it. The bike community is pretty rough. They're going to hate everything about it. But then if I actually read it, it's like, they're all very nice, and everybody's very encouraging. People are just like, you should come ride with us. And it's like nice. But in the comment section that lives inside of my brain is just very mean.
You're horrible, right? No, you're bringing out positivity. You're making people laugh. You're filling people up with joy and happiness. You're almost as good as Santa.
That's so nice of you. I don't know. It's been fun. Like, everybody's been really cool, and I've met a lot of like the influence. Like, I've talked to a lot of the influencers online, and they're all super nice, and like they're all so cool. So it's like mountain biking is very. I mean, I come from like skate and board sports, and mountain biking is like, you guys are just a bunch of teddy bears, really. Like, there's nothing scary about these people.
We're mountain bikers. Some are better. MTB Nick's in the house. My wife is that a comedian thing? The self-doubt or assumption that people won't like your stuff?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I've often
thought,
yes.
Yeah, and I've often thought, like, I personally believe that makes you better to a degree. Like, I think a lot of the funniest people I know think that they suck. And that's like, I think it probably forces you to constantly push it harder, like, and try to find the funnier, go harder and funnier, because you're so concerned and you so worried that it won't work, that it forces you to go to the next level. So you're like, well, it better be the funniest thing people have seen. Like, and like, it helps, but it's also crappy because it's like, it makes it difficult. Like, every once in a while I have to sit down and be like, we just have to accept that things are going well and we should be happy about this.
And it's also that's why it takes so many takes.
Yeah.
It's like, now I could have, back when I did the movie reviews I was talking to you about, it's you get to a point where you're like, that didn't feel right. That didn't come out right. I didn't have enough energy. So you just keep, the self-doubt is the pushing.
Yeah. Self-doubt is what makes you good. Somebody asked, is my wife my PA? She said, I show Janelle, my wife Janelle, I show her my videos all the time. I'm like, before I post stuff, I'll be like, do you think this is good? Do you think this is funny? You know, but she doesn't bike, so she doesn't that, I think that part, like, I get too into the weeds and then she's like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like, what's a rear derailleur? I don't know what that is, but I'm sure whatever you're saying is good. Like, okay.
I'm sure you're fine. Sure, post it and I'll check the comments for you.
Just go for it. I mean, because like, before mountain biking, I posted stuff that was more relatable to her, but now I think it's too specific. And she's just like, yeah, honey, you're doing a good job. I'm sure everybody's going to like it.
Now, I find it interesting that you're talking about how people recognize you now on the trails. You're a stand-up comedian in the Pacific Northwest. And is this like a weekly thing that you do? The stand-up?
Yeah, all the time.
So you got to be famous from that.
I hope so. I might eventually be. But it's more fun to not be. It's more fun to do the mountain bike thing, and then actually, like, being known from mountain biking and just random stuff online has probably gotten me more popular as a stand-up than being a stand-up has gotten me popular being a stand-up. Because people come out to shows now, you know, and because people know me from whatever, talking about Pacific Northwest biking stuff, and they'll come to shows. And I think it's kind of cool that they come to things not having seen a clip of me do it, just because they like how I talk about riding my bike, and it makes it kind of a fun, organic experience. Because like, I'm like, I don't know, we've talked for a little while. I'm just me. Like, the videos and me are the same person. Person.
I'm still smiling because you're smiling. I can't stop smiling. You're a happy, fun guy. Again, I'm going to thank you again for popping on, because
Pacific Northwest.
Northwest. But I had the question, and I told my wife this. I wanted to know if you had that what's that guy's name? Matt Rife.
Oh yeah.
That affects, because he became popular on his Instagram, and then all of a sudden people started hitting his shows.
Yeah.
Has that happened? I mean, you already answered it, but
yeah. I mean, I'm not at Matt Rife level, but like, I can sell out. You know, I've been selling stuff out recently, and it's been, you know, I'm not complaining about it. It's been wild. But also, like, the crowds I get now are people who watch the reels. So I feel like people kind of really get who I am, like, even more than they did before. So it's like, they're coming out because they like me. And it's like, it's been crazy. I've been doing shows lately around the Pacific Northwest, and people they've been selling out, and people come up to me and they're like, they'll quote a thing they saw, or I'll reference a thing on. I don't really do it a lot because I feel like it's kind of cheating, but like, if I reference something on stage from the internet, people laugh, and I'm like, oh my god, people actually watch these things. Because I feel like the best thing you can do online is kind of put stuff out there and not have expectations, and also just assume nobody's gonna watch it, and then you'll be delighted to find out that they do. But
I'll
yeah,
start doing that.
but yeah,
Are
but
they
yeah, it
expecting?
definitely helps.
Do they come up to you and are they expecting you to do mountain bike stuff on stage? Because I actually watched some of your stuff. If you want, folks, after this,
Not now.
not now, go to YouTube and type in his name, and you can watch some of his stand up. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah, there's more coming out. Like, when else? I'm in between cycles, so there's more. There's like more coming out. But yeah, sometimes I wonder. I wonder if people are going to expect me to talk about mountain biking at large when I do shows, because like I don't have beyond videos about it. I don't have a lot of jokes about mountain biking, maybe one or two, but like it's not like, yeah, it's easier to make video content about mountain biking, but it's like nobody wants me to get up on stage and talk about my 1x10 and my rear derailleur not working and how, like, you know, my whatever shifter, like nobody.
They don't want you to riff about bikes. They're like,
No, like I can't go talk about friction shifting on stage for a half hour or what, or road bike stuff. Like, but I think I do wonder if people expect me to, and it's like, well, I don't know, guys. I don't know if you knew this, but it's very niche. So like most of the time, nobody would understand what I was when I was talking about how much travel your front fork has. But occasionally, like if I did a show in Bellingham for a very specific audience, then I might just destroy with that kind of stuff.
But yeah, I watched some of your stand up and I'm like, okay, no bike. Of course, I think one of them was like 6 years dry bar.
Yeah, it's old. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 6 years ago. You had shorter hair and glasses and
yeah, baby, you can talk about friction shifting on stage all day. Yeah.
That's why I married her.
That's it too. Like I don't have a lot of newer stuff on there. But
I just watched the first one. I popped up. I'm like, I want to see this kid's stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see what he's got. Now, dry bar. Remember, there's another comedian. What is the dry bar, real quick? Just
dry bar. Well, that's an interesting thing. Dry Bar is, it's a production company based out of Provo, Utah, and they're Mormons, and they produce comedy content that is family friendly, and they have like a entertainment empire kind of. It's very interesting. I got connected with those guys years ago through someone who owns a comedy club in Salt Lake, and I recorded a special with them, and I just recorded another one this fall. BYU, Jeff
Jackson. Wow.
Yeah, my dad's Mormon. I drink too many IPAs to be Mormon, and but I got hooked up with those guys, and they produce a lot of they produce hundreds of specials, and it's become quite a big business actually. So Dry Bar is it's become like a major player in the stand-up world as far as like not clean comedy.
Clean comedy, no F-bombs.
No F-bombs, which is very funny, because if you meet me in my day-to-day life where I'm not being paid not to swear, that's not really what you would get. But if you watch a Dry Bar special with me in it, you will see me on my best behavior.
Yeah, but I try to keep this thing clean. I have some of the darkest humor there is, but I'm not going to bring it.
What's funny about that is a friend of mine told me a long time ago, he's like, you swear too much in your stand-up. It'll never get anywhere online. And then I started making videos like reels, and kind of inadvertently didn't swear in any of them. And he was right. He was right.
Yeah, Jim Gaffigan's done pretty good.
It
Not
just
swearing.
all like I enjoy cursing, but for the purposes of online media, you just do get a bigger audience if
Yeah.
you don't. And it's like I don't think that many people are offended by it, but I think that the algorithm favors something that is that everyone's able to consume. So it's just a numbers thing. But
Yeah.
I really resented it at first, and I didn't appreciate it. But it's true, and it works. So we keep doing that. And every time I make a video that has a single swear word in it, I worry it's not going to work at all. And but I don't think that's a thing either.
When did this trajectory? I mean, you're doing this, and I know I've asked a similar question earlier, but like all of a sudden, I mean, I'm not kidding. You're up to like 93,000 followers. That's influencer realm. You're there. Are you? Was it one? I know it was one video you started growing, but did you just look at it one day? Because I know you say you don't look too much, and you were like, "How did this happen? How did this number happen?" You froze. He's frozen. Either that or he's a really good starer. He's frozen. It's a good face to freeze on. I mean, he looks like he's a little tired, but not too tired. But turn the heater on, bro. You look like you're freezing. Mr. Pimp says, "You froze." There
Did
he
I?
goes. There you go. You're a little crumply. There he is. You froze. You had a good face. And it was a good face. You looked a little tired, but you're like,
I'm not. That's not. I'm so close to the router.
just sit it on the router.
I will. I've had no, but yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. So in December, I posted a video that was not mountain biking at all. It was about Excel of all things, and that's the first video that ever went viral for me. And I didn't expect anything from it. I just noticed that one day I logged on to Instagram and I had 100 comments, 100 likes, and 100 new followers, and that's where it maxes out.
Oh wow!
And I was like, that's weird. Is there an error or something? And I just didn't look at it for like a week. And then after a week, I noticed that my numbers went up like 3,000, and I had like 1,100 or 1,400 at the time. And they just shot through the roof. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is what I should do. And then I made a bunch of those videos, and nobody liked any of the other ones. So
Excel is a pretty hard sell.
I thought I was like going to be the office Excel guy for a moment. And I was like, well, I can do that. I've worked in corporate America my whole, like since I was 18. So I thought I would be corporate America guy, but nobody bought into that at all. So it was just a fluke. And then I realized that sometimes social media is just getting struck by lightning, and it doesn't mean anything. It's just like you just hit it right. After that, I had a video that was about Costco, and that one went absolutely apeshit. It got like 8 million views, and it was just me at 3:00 in the morning talking into my phone about Costco. And then I thought I was Costco guy, and that also was not the thing, which was
You're like, where am I going with this Instagram?
I was like, why do people I couldn't figure out what people liked, and it just kind of bummed me out. And I was just like, okay. And then so like it's weird because like if you get viral stuff, then you start to kind of ride this wave.
He froze again, folks. Another good face, though. He looks very interested with the face. He looks like he's getting into it. There's something happening. We're right on the cusp of something big, and then it's like the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight with Netflix. As soon as a punch went, we got the little roundy thing. Ah, it's just it's okay though. It's okay. A lot of people just like the authentic human, not the specific niche. Exactly. But he's bought. Any questions, folks, that you want to ask him, Johnny? I just want you to know I'm working on a Spectral right now. Dusty, JT, the wife just bought me a bike that is beyond any bike that I could ride, but I'm keeping it. I got the Decoy Core 4 YT. The parts on this thing are just stupid, man. It's gorgeous. I'm gonna put it together tomorrow. I didn't have time today because we were petting lemurs. No, it's not boring. Your Spectral is beautiful. You love your Canyon. We lost him, folks. Hopefully he come back. I'm gonna text him right here, see if he can come back. Can you come back? Like he's such a good kid. He's such like that is a high-end bike, dude. Yeah, it is. It is for what I ride here in South Florida. It's incredibly high-end. But my wife, you know, if you're gonna buy something, go all out. And I gotta be honest, man. I got a little misty-eyed. I gotta admit, Amari, you know that bike is a lot for me. But with your help, let's go riding it this weekend. Let's try it out. Thanks for the happy birthday. Yeah, it's a lot of bike, man, but it is so beautiful. It's what do you call it? It's called something green. It's something like a tack green or something. Guys, I got to tell you, it's fantastic. The Decoy was a benchmark when it first got released and still is. I love my Izzo. I'm not getting rid of it. I don't know where I'm putting these bikes. I live in a duplex, and I have a closet in my, what do you call that? The carport where the heater is, a salt green, Lauren says. And I've already got 3 bikes in there. I need Dusty's little, where you can hang bikes, that little system JT has. Okay. You know what? I forgot to ask him. Oh, hey, Kaz Ozeki in the house. He says he's coming back. Damn it, bomb cyclone. They had a bomb cyclone in the Pacific Northwest yesterday or last night. I got to ask him that. I wish I could show you the new bike. It's downstairs, Marty. I will. I'm going to put together a little unboxing reel. I don't feel like making an entire piece. As Amari could attest, we shot something 2 weeks ago and I still haven't put it together. I started. It's the holidays, the birthdays, all these. You like that hat? You like that hat? Marty, gosh darn it, I got your address. You're going to get something Christmas, buddy. I'm going to send you a bunch of stickers and koozies and stuff like that. I looked up how much it cost. Come on, Amari, don't be sad. Oh, no, that's a smiley face. Amari took me out to a trail I haven't been to in 20 years. It's like an hour and some away from here, and gave me a little mountain bike skills thing. Taught me some things. It was awesome. I just, if anything, it was just fun riding with them. But I'm trying to work where I'm gonna put this, how I'm gonna put it together. Hold on, he's texting. Hold on, here we go. Content phase. Can't wait. Content phase. Not needed. All I ask that you practice. No, I'm going to put something together, brother. But I had such a fun time. I wish I could take it with me to go see JT during his what do you call that? Content creator camp. I want to get there this year. Actually, I'm not. I don't want to. I'm going to go. I will be the slowest person there. This is awesome. I didn't think I could talk this long, but obviously I can. My wife would say I could. I'm looking at the comments section here. Kaz is in the house. Oh, I got the Decoy 29. Yes, she was afraid. She was talking to Mark from the segment and YT, and she wanted me to have. She was like, "Should I get all 29? Should I get?" Ladies and gentlemen, my wife just stopped in. He says he's going to come back on.
I'm just saying, always put the keychain in there.
Oh.
Show the dog.
Come here. This is my guy right here. This is my buddy Jackson, folks. I love him so dearly. One of the best dogs on the planet. Look at this. Could you stop kissing me? I'm on camera, dog. Don't you have any couth? No PDA in public. Yes, dogs. Your wife did her homework and asked the right people. She did great. It is a lot of bike, though. It has a rear shock that I have to Google. So his dog wife is already dressed for bed. She wouldn't do that. Let me see how he's doing. Let me see how you're doing. Okay. I'm just yapping. This happens. I actually was on with MTV Coop, and gosh darn it, my electricity went out. So I get it. You know what's great? I'm going to say this. I'm not sponsored by, or she paid full price. Actually, they had a 30% discount on the thing. But when you get, this is just one box that you get with a YT. It came with a bike light. It came with, what do you call this? Look at this. You get a pump with the shock. You get the shock pump. You get a tire pump. You get ladies and gentlemen, I know you're fucking tired of listening to me. Holy F. Oh, he froze up again. Hold on, let me put him back. He's coming back. He's coming back. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Walk through your house. Walk through your house. He had a bomb cyclone. Oh yeah, I'm stretching. This feels good. Rock Shocked Vivid, yes. And the Zeb Ultra. This I don't even know the Vivid Ultimate, dude. I've got to Google that and look up some videos how to toy with it. Hold on, is he back?
This is the worst interview ever.
Oh my gosh, that hurts my feelings.
No, I mean me. I'm the worst interview ever, not you.
I was like, I thought you said I sucked.
No, I love you. What were you talking about? A shock inside of a pump, or a pump in a shock or something?
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna cancel you. You're calling me on Instagram.
Oh, am I?
Oh, you were. No, it's a rock. I was talking about my new bike for the last, however. I get it. This happened. I was interviewing MTB Coop one time, and my electricity went out in my entire house. And he sat there live for 5 minutes answering questions. So, it's the interwebs. Stuff happens.
I think the internet was like, oh, what bike does Scotty? I ride a Haro hardtail. Yeah, there's guitar.
Are you multi-talented?
I play music. Yeah, I can play as much as any mid-40s man. I can play guitar.
No, come on. Are you that guy that like, oh, you start strumming and you're playing, and then someone goes, oh, you play guitar, and you're like, well, not really. And then put the guitar down.
I'm a Renaissance man of some sort, I think. Maybe, I don't know.
But you can play, and you don't mind playing in front of people?
No, like comedy, doing stand-up makes you not afraid of doing much of anything in front of people.
I guess so.
That's why the internet thing is not that. It's, even though the comment section is scary, the rest of it doesn't bother me at all.
Oh my God.
I talk to drunk, angry people all the time. It's
oh, do you get hecklers? Are they just there?
Guitar solo. Yes, they exist everywhere. Most of the time they think they're being helpful, but they're, so you just kind of have to treat them like misguided children, and you're fine.
And then you're like, wait a minute, I don't hang out at the fry station and mess with you at McDonald's. Why are you messing with me? One of those, you've already got them in your head.
Yeah, I don't come down to the dock and slap the dick out of your mouth or whatever. Yeah, I never used that one, but
it's a good one though. Hold on, I'm going to write that down. That's going to be my reel for tomorrow.
Yes, I don't go down to the dock and slap the dick out of your mouth. Yeah, that's but yeah, I did. Oh, MTB, yeah, TNA. That's such. You guys are so funny. You have the best usernames.
Let's get all the energy.
Hey.
Does yeah.
No.
He gets up at 3.
Yeah, that's why. If you ever want to chat, you can just hit me. If you message me at 3 on social media, I will be there to talk
Aren't
to you.
you going to bed at 3 as a stand-up comedian? You're like, you're out there, you're partying, you're drinking your IPAs, you're mixing it up with people until the bar closes.
Yeah, well, like the weeks that I have shows, I am up late and it's horrible. And then, but when I'm not, I go to bed very early. To be honest, I just, yeah, I especially nowadays, like in the Pacific Northwest where I live, it's Pacific Northwest, and it gets so dark. It gets dark at like 4:30. So if I'm not doing anything, I get very tired.
What? No, you made a great reel on that. My sister's in the house and my mom's watching too.
Oh, welcome, family.
So you made a great one about the dogs and the time change. That is, mother, my mom's watching. I would drop some serious F-bombs right now. I don't care about I care about the farmers. We get our food and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They can work just the same at any time. Why do they get the light? I'm driving home. My dog's waking up at 6, licking my face because he's usually getting up at 7.
Yeah. My dog Turnip will wake me up at 4. She'll scratch me at 4 in the morning, and because she knows like I'm usually ready to go, and she does not care what and during the summer it's okay because like the sun will come up freakishly early around here, so like I don't mind, but during the winter months it gets pretty rough.
Yeah, you get all that seasonal depression.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, it's hard as like a person who's you're not expected to, but as someone who feels the pressure to make content. You like during these times of year, I'm like, I don't want to make anything funny. Like, you guys figure it out yourselves.
You go make yourself laugh. I'm tired.
Go to the bike park and do something stupid on your own. I don't have time for this right now.
Okay. I'm going to pull up your Instagram, ladies and gentlemen. Can I? I'll do it anyway. Yeah. It's my podcast.
Don't show it. It's a secret. It's a secret Instagram.
Oh, I got 3 comments and likes. Okay. But we'll look. I got to play this one. This is my favorite. Do you mind if I play something?
No, I'm horribly embarrassed by the things I create, but you're welcome to play anything that you want.
Again, my podcast. No, folks, if you're on Spotify or anything else, I'm on Scott Losse. You know him. I don't need to tell you. We're on his Instagram right now. I got to play one of his reels.
I'm back at Duthie Hill Mountain Bike Park in Issaquah, Washington. Issaquah. It's where your friend who works at Microsoft lives. One of my favorite trails here at Duthie is Voodoo Child. It's such a good technical trail with lots of jumps, but also you can go down this way and just avoid everything. You can ride around that. You can ride around that. You can also ride around that.
You're embarrassed.
That is really good for riding around. Big tree, more like big. Absolutely not. They have some super cool features like this wood berm. It looks so cool, but so scary. So you could go that way or you could go that way.
I know I'm probably embarrassing you.
No, it's fine. You can case that jump. That's what I do on that jump sometimes. But
it's just so real to me, though. I know you're probably a sick shredder, but
nobody will ever know. I'm never gonna post a video of it. No,
But that's the funny thing. It's just like it's so relatable in the fact that there are people out there that think that like this is a great bike park, but there is a beeline.
Yeah, there's trails around all the features for a reason. Like people don't want to do them, so like.
Oh God! Hold on. This one's great too. This is the gravel bike one.
Do you like mountain biking, but wish it was less fun? Are you a boring white guy in your 40s who's struggling to stay cool and relevant? You should get a gravel bike.
They were mad about
ride every bike on gravel? No, you can't do that. Do you like drop bars? I bet you do, you little freak. I've got good news. Drop bars are what you use.
Oh my God, everything.
It's silly.
Everything. Like, kudos, man. I don't know what to say. Is that it's just it strikes a chord. It's the comedy just strikes a chord because it's so real. Like the whole, you're a white guy in your 40s.
Yeah, you can't deny it. I mean, look at me. And I wear beanies and hoodies inside, so it's hard to argue. But
Where's the grass one?
The what?
You upped it with the grass.
Oh, the grass one? Bike. The one that says bike, I think, is grass. Is it? I don't remember. No. The newest one. Oh, gravel. There was gravel.
People keep asking me if I'm still riding gravel or if that was just a joke. Are you serious? Truth is, I've already moved on to the next thing. Grass riding. Grass. Grass is the obvious next step. First, there was gravel, right? And then nature took back over. Picture this.
I knew
80 miles of nothing but slippery, wet grass.
Oh, God.
I was waiting. That's so funny. When I made that video, I was like, there's going to be, the top comment's going to be something cyclocross. And it is. People are just like, you don't know what cyclocross is. Like, I do. I follow those guys. I know what cyclocross is. I think I blur the line between like being completely ignorant and stupid. So people think some people take it so literally that they're like, oh, he doesn't know that other stuff is real. And it's like, of course I know things are real. I enjoy the things we're talking about.
I'm surprised there's haters pointing that stuff out to you. You're like, this is what's called comedy.
No, here's the thing. Mountain biking, not so much. Like the mountain bike people are they're very used to like funny stuff because there's folks that do it already and like there's a lot of them who do fun. Like, there's plenty of people who do mountain bike meme stuff that I follow and they're very funny folks, but the other disciplines of cycling, not so. They're intense. They're intense. They're like really intense. So I'll poke at them a little bit because I think it's fun to poke at them, but they don't get it. Like a friend of mine was like, oh, a friend of mine shared one of your videos with me, and I was like, oh, do they like it? They're like, no, they hated it.
You're like, come on, man.
I was like, but I own a road bike. Like, I'm not making fun of it. Like, I don't know.
Road, I've got your gravel, I've got my grass bike.
But yeah, I love cyclocross. I think it's cool. I know it exists. It's just funny because the internet, a lot of the comments you get, the more followers you get, is people who are like, did you know this is a thing? And you're like, yeah, I knew. Yeah, I knew it was. I knew it. That's where I'm made. That's because I made the video because I have knowledge of the thing. Like, I know. I'm aware. I know gravel's popular.
It's so annoying nowadays when you have to explain comedy.
Yeah, more than half of my, what does it say, Dusty? More than half of my replies are explaining them being sarcastic. Yes, Dusty, that's so funny because I've thought about changing my bio to just say, like, these are jokes. Please take them that way. Or, like, I only make fun of things that I am knowledgeable in. Like, I'm not coming from, like, I'm not ignorant to, like, the other aspects of cycling. But, man, gravel people and roadies are like, they're serious with
some
of them love it and it's cool, but like the most amount of comments I get that are people who are like actually like come from that community because they take it very seriously and they're on their Strava and they've got their king of the hill and they're doing no shit. And I see them
on my toes, man.
I like them. I get it. I want to go on their rides with them, but I don't think they would like it. But
he's gonna crack jokes. This is serious.
No, I know. No, to be seriously, like a lot of them are into it and I like it, but that's probably the biggest community of people who respond in that way. And I'm like, I don't even respond to it because I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? Fight you? Like, no, this is a joke. That's like, it feels sad to have to write
Meet
that.
me at the bike rack after school.
Yeah, where are you? Where's your next group ride, Trevor?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come find you.
Yeah, I'll hang out with your critical mass. And you're up there in the Pacific Northwest. You guys got all those wild dudes, don't you? Don't you?
We got the what?
double stacked bikes.
Yeah.
You guys have all those crazy rides out there. We have them down here.
Those guys are cool. Like I'm cool with. That's
Lights
the funny
all
part.
over.
I'm cool with critical mass, and I'm cool with like there's Dead Baby Bike Club up here, and they're cool. They're wacky, and like they're cool. They get it. It's just like real hardcore sport cyclists are not into it, but like the alternative people are totally down.
Can we cycle back, if you will, to Dead Baby?
Yeah, that's like I live in Seattle, guys. It's like it's just as weird as you think it is. There's a cycle club called Dead Baby Bike Club, and they have every year they do a race. It's called Dead Baby Downhill, and it may or may not be sanctioned, and may or may not just be on city streets, but they're cool. They're cool. Like they're really cool.
Yeah, I love all those guys. I used to have a crazy bike like that. It's just I like bikes.
Yeah, tall bikes. They have a lot of tall bikes, and that's weird. It's
oh my god! So as Tank's up in the house, what's going on, brother?
A fanatic, Trail Pimp Fanatic Bike and Belling. I buy stuff from those guys. They're great. They're super nice. It's a horrible place to go if you have extra money, or if you don't, or if you have a credit card. But
you got a credit card, you're like. No, Matty the knowledge of everywhere in bikes with this kid.
But Fanatic's like, yeah, the spot up there. Those guys, I get a lot of messages and comments from people from Bellingham who are like, come up and ride Galbraith and ride, I'm like, I don't want to ride that with you. Do you got good flowy blues?
You're like, but do you have a ride around?
Do you have a ride? I'm gonna make one. I'm planning to make a video. I just can't tell. I don't want anybody to know like when I'm going to do it, because I don't want people to be around or to like just shout at me when I do it. But like, there's some pro line stuff out here that I'm making. I'm gonna make some videos about pretty soon.
Go, but don't let us know.
No, because I
throw it out there. Now, now you're this influencer, and you've got the pressure to influence. Are you getting like I was joking about the Carhartt hats? Are you starting to see the sponsorships flowing in, or are you reaching out for it?
No, I'm like, I don't. Yeah, it's a good question. It's like it's a gross thing, I think, but I don't personally. I don't reach out. I don't seek out sponsorship at all. I have a very like DIY ethos about things. Maybe it's like too punk rock or it's too anti-capitalism, but I'm not really. I don't want it. So I don't seek it out. But I have been contacted by people who have offered me stuff, and which is cool. And I've gotten some like there's. This won't be surprising to anybody, but like I've gotten beanies. Like I have so many beanies because people offered me beanies, and I'm like, well, yeah, I wear beanies, and I'll wear your beanie. So like, I have been reached out to by companies that make hats. There's a company locally at Cole who makes hats, and they're like snowboard affiliated. And then there's like Cole and Autumn. Like all these snowboard companies that make hats. And I'm like, yeah, send me beanies. So I have boxes of beanies. And let me tell you guys something. I'm 44. I can afford a beanie. Like I just, it's not the most exciting thing to get, but it's cool. And I have a lot of beanies now, and I will never need another beanie. But so that has been a thing that's happened, which has been super crazy. And I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart that people do that, but it's not something I've ever sought out. But that's the thing like about me and my social media is that I have been approached by people, and I think that's that's cool. It just means that it resonates and that they think it's valuable to them. But I'm not going out of my way to find people to advertise, because I'm not trying to use this platform to advertise. If anything, I'm trying to use the platform to advertise me,
Yeah.
for stand-up and stuff, so it's like, but
Wow.
if it's something I use already, okay, like that's cool. If you want to send me a full suspension mountain bike, I will not complain.
A
And
full suspension e-bike.
I'll make exactly one reel about it. But
No, I get it. I get what you're saying, because and not that I have even the numbers that you have and that anyone would send me. And I've gotten stuff from doing this, but I don't. It's like you. I'm 53.
yeah,
This is a hobby.
yeah.
I'm not going to seek out like extra, because I don't have any kind of misconception that this one day will be my job.
I think it's healthy. I think it's nice. It's good to be in a place where you don't. You're not relying on this. It gives you a lot of artistic freedom to do whatever you want, because it's like I'm not beholden to anybody.
Yeah.
Like I can piss people off, and I'm not going to lose something because I don't have a sponsor or something. So I'm not worried about it. I would worry that if I was, legit sponsored by something, that it would influence the way I do things. And I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. I just want to make organic reels, content, whatever, and just make funny crap, and that's it. And if people want, like people want to send me something, or if it's a brand that I'm already involved with and they were like, then I wouldn't turn it down. But I'm not going out of my way to advertise to my audience, because I learned a long time ago, like when I first started getting heat on social media, I talked to somebody and they were like, well, just so you know, as soon as you start taking sponsorship deals and you start advertising to your crowd, you kill your organic growth.
Ooh.
And I firmly believe that. And I have seen it happen. And I've seen friends who are influencers start to make very like sponsored content, and you see it. You see a shift.
Ooh.
Where people stop growing as quickly because they start to get viewed as just an advertiser. Yeah,
as an advertiser or just a spokesman for something. It's I can see that. Yeah, you could all of a sudden you're not doing the Pacific Northwest, now you're doing I wear Carhartt.
Because I have a Carhartt beanie. They can send me what they want, but I won't talk about it or advertise it.
Yeah, Colin. I think this is Colin Ace Bike Media. Not with that attitude, Johnny.
That's
Dream
funny.
big.
I have a teeny weeny beanie though, Dutch.
Yeah, you don't want to be a sold out man.
No, like, that's probably some Gen X shit that's stuck in my brain. But like, I just like, I'm not selling out, man. I'm not doing like I could
listen to punk.
But I will take an e-bike Specialized if you want to. I'm friends with your friends on the internet. I see. But no, I don't know.
Decoy 29 and take the belly full squish.
I rented a full squish this summer, and it didn't feel right. It just felt, it was so squishy.
It does take a minute to get used to.
It felt really like because I jumped
like your whole body's bouncing. You're like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I jumped my hardtail, and it's like it makes sense. But I rented a squish, and I was like, how does this work?
Feels good after a while on these old bones.
Oh, that trail camp is. You want to see my?
Yeah, he's got a full look at that. My goodness, look at it. Oh, he is. He's like, he listens to The Cure and Love and Rockets. Look at the hair down, the bangs are down in over the eyes. He's just like,
I know.
He's all emo before emo was emo.
I was like, I don't know.
You really do need to emo.
It's like, it's funny. I started wearing beanies because I didn't cut my hair for like a year, and it was getting really sloppy. So I just started wearing beanies, and then it became a thing, and people were like, "You're the beanie guy," and I was like, "Well, it's just because I'm like trying to cover up my hair." But
Yeah, I wear
it
hats
used
because I don't have any.
yeah, TNA. It used to be longer. It was down last week. It was down to here. It was like
Yeah, look at this. Look at this lid on this kid.
yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
got it cut this week.
Son of a look.
Yeah, look at it.
We
You
really
can see
need to
it.
talk
here.
to dogs about
how
daylight
long it
savings
is?
time. Extra hour, my ass.
Dang it.
Did you get me out of bed so you could come sleep on the couch? Okay.
Look at that lid.
We really need to talk to.
Oh,
yeah,
my
man.
God, your dog is I fucking love your dog. Hey, so now that you're an influencer and you said you've kind of, do the other influencers, do the big influencers like you and other people, you have your own separate chat? Is it like the Illuminati of influencers?
It's me and that's so funny. Yeah, it's just me and all your favorite mountain bike influencers talking all the time. No, I've talked to a bunch of them. We do like periodically we'll chat, but it's just like, it's just like if they like something you do, then people will message you like, like, it's been cool because people will like, that's when I knew things were starting to hit, was I started to get chats from like the other bigger names in the game, and I was like, oh, I must be doing something, because people were like starting to I was like, oh, look at that, I got like, people are liking it, and I would never let them know how much it meant to me because I don't want to show weakness, but I was like pretty stoked.
You're like, oh my gosh, that person.
Yeah, I did. I totally was like, oh my God, do you know who just messaged me? I was like, told my wife.
This isn't normal for someone to message me.
Oh, not people who like, I've seen their reels, they're all their mountain bike reels, and I'm like, oh, they liked it. That's crazy. Which is funny because I feel like a lot of them are like more high production value, but when they say they like it, yeah. But yeah, there's people you follow who I chat with, and it's, they're just normal weirdos. Like
yeah, they're all, again, we're all just mountain bikers making content, and
they're all just awkward.
Great group, especially when you meet them though. Like I've talked about this. I've interviewed huge celebrities over my years, and then when I get around you guys for some reason, like when you said you do this, I flipped a bean. I got all like, oh my God. He said I showed my wife, I said, look at this guy, watch his stuff. He said he'll do. And I've interviewed Hugh Jackman and Robert Downey Jr., but for some reason, like when you guys, I get all tied up.
That's so nice. I was excited because I was like, I wondered when I'd finally transition into mountain bike media. And
not tonight.
No,
you do the bigger guys podcast.
Somebody else. No, but I'm stoked because like I love it. Hold on. What are some questions? Octodad. What is my favorite song and band?
Oh, where is that? Because that's on my no. Okay, I'll let you do that one, Marty. Because I'm about to do a rapid fire question thing with you.
Oh, it's your question. I won't answer it then.
It is, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it now because I know you've got to get somewhere.
Actually, I don't. I'm not leaving, so we can chat longer.
Oh, damn it.
Are you leaving?
I got to get this guy on my podcast one day. See? Like I'm surprised you haven't done one yet.
No, do it. I'll do it. Hold on. Do I miss longer hair? I'm looking at the chat. I'm not good. I'm not a Twitch streamer. I don't understand how this chat thing works.
Neither do I. I'm still new at this.
It's hard, isn't it? You're like, what?
Well, because I'm listening to you.
Janelle,
come in here.
She said I don't miss longer.
Janelle, get in here and talk to us real quick. What's it like having a mountain bike influencer for a husband?
Hi. What?
Oh my God, you're adorable.
Oh, thank you.
How are you? Well, no, you got to sit next to her. Don't leave her alone.
Yeah, you have to. They want to talk to you, not to me, honey.
Oh,
Here.
what's it like being married to a very successful mountain bike influencer.
I mean, it's like being married to a not successful mountain bike influencer, except I feel like I need to shower before I leave the house.
That's true.
That's
right.
Oh, that's the best.
And when he buys new colorful things for his bike, I buy new colorful things for knitting. So
okay, it's a give and take. You know, you go buy an anodized water bottle holder, and then she goes buys yarn.
Yeah, it's a bad thing. Like the more successful I get, the more she buys purses and stuff. So it's actually all balancing out, and we're not making any money on this deal.
Now, are you in the TikToks?
What's funny? Yes, but I'm not good at it. They don't like me there. So
what?
Yeah, I am like, I think, I don't know if my demo just runs Instagram, which means it's like all people my age and older, but like TikTok does not get down with what I do. And I actually stopped focusing. I should refocus on it, but after a while I gave up because I would just post stuff on there and it wouldn't get traction. And I got tired of the workflow of posting everywhere. And I was like, I'm just going to go Instagram. I'm going to go to the one
balls to the wall.
Balls to the wall. And it worked and it's fine. And also I've been told by people that it's like, the most meaningful, like it's a meaningful one to have, like it's a good one to have, like that as far as advertisers, which I don't care about, but I've heard that from advertising perspective that it's a good one to have.
Yeah, I got to tell you, and I find it funny. I don't do TikTok because I'm afraid to put it on my phone.
Yeah,
I'm afraid to put it on my phone, but I'll put the same thing on YouTube as I do Instagram, and nothing on YouTube. And on Instagram it hits or for me. So I guess that's kind of.
I find that Instagram and Facebook hit similarly. So if you're going to do two, you might as well do that because you can just link it to Facebook.
Yeah.
And then it's like easy. But yeah, I didn't get a lot of traction on TikTok. So after a while, I just stopped doing it. And like every once in a while I'd post something and it would hit, but it wouldn't get the same like return on investment as like an Instagram post. So
there's no money. There's money on TikTok, isn't there?
There's more. Well, I don't know if there is. There's money on like, there's technically money on Facebook, but
really?
Yeah, like you can make money on Facebook and it's they do. Yeah. I mean, we can talk about it sometime, but you can't. It is possible.
Wow, because my mom's always, you're always on Facebook. And I'm like, no, it's just connected to my Instagram. I don't really I had to do it yesterday because that's where you get all the happy birthdays.
Yeah. Later, Marty.
Thank you.
Oh, but
love you, brother.
Emery said, do you miss longer hair? Having longer hair is a lot of work. And I kind of miss it because my neck is colder than it was before. And I felt like it was like, it did portray an even more emo aesthetic than this haircut does, but I can grow it back. But
you look fantastic. You've got hair. Hold on to it, brother. Hold on to it and enjoy it.
Oh, what do I do in IT? Trail pimp. Yeah, I mean it'll come back. It's fine. I cover it up anyway. It's okay. I'm a support analyst for a major company that sells large mayonnaise. That's all.
I don't know if it's real. He's a comedian. I don't know if that mayonnaise thing.
Double chocolate chunk cookies or whatever. But yeah, I do stuff for I work in IT.
Smart kid that does comedy.
I just do comedy, but I do work at a job where people I work with often say, I heard your voice on the internet. That's unfortunate.
Never trust Big Mayo.
You
can't. Are you ready for the rapid fire?
Yeah,
These are tough questions,
I
man.
can't wait. Are they?
Again, seriously, man, I can't. This has been so much fun. My cheeks, I'm gonna have to massage them down tonight because they've been hurting from smiling so much.
I'm glad.
You're just a ball of energy with it's a good positive stuff.
Oh, thanks, man. I think it, I feel like one thing about everything popping off is that like people who like it like me for me, because I pretty try to keep things on the even keel, like genuine, and like what you see is what you get. So the people that I've acquired as followers, it's a weird way to say it, all understand who I am, and they, it's been a really positive experience, and I'm really thankful. I'm really thankful that things have gone the way they're going.
My wife said it earlier, and I can't find it. It's not the influency day. She says this one, as an influencer, do you just walk around all day feeling all influency, or is this like a certain time of month for that?
Yeah, I'll constantly. I'm just always like trying to figure out how to influence other people, and just pulling my phone out in public and being a weirdo. If anything, I'm horrified. If anything, I when I make stuff, I forget that people watch it. And now that I have like a lot more people watching things that I did, it's like, that's a reality. But yeah, whenever someone in public says something, I'm like, oh my God, people are watching these things. People are sitting on their toilets watching me tell them I'm from the Pacific Northwest or whatever.
I was going to say, do you have stickers like mine on the back of your phone? You're like, I'm the Pacific.
Yes, I should get.
I'm from the Pacific North. Oh my gosh. I'm going to make them and send them to you.
People keep telling me I should make merch, but like I've made merch for stand-up and I'm very bad at selling it. So like I just have boxes of things that I've made over the years that I'm like have been too embarrassed to sell to people. So
well, that's what you gotta say. You do like he's told me to do, just sell like 2 a year.
Yeah. I end up giving them away is what happens. I end up just giving people stuff. I'm just like, do you want some sunglasses I made? You can have them. Cause I just,
now this is kind of what I was trying to look for the comment, but authenticity, that's the whole key. I mean, you're you, you're just being funny you, and we gravitate towards it. We feel it. We connect with it.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah. And it seems
that's not a question, I guess, but it's just like,
yeah, no. And it's true. It seems simple, right? But also it's like, it's not actually that easy because we live in a world where a lot of people online are portraying themselves as something else, so it's like just being genuine can be kind of difficult, especially when everything's kind of triggered and influenced by an algorithm that encourages people to act a certain way. But you just gotta like, I have a lot of opinions on this, Johnny, but
it's so deep now.
But you just gotta like stay the course and like be unapologetically who you are, and eventually the audience will find you, and then you won't have to try as hard.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. No, let's get to the rapid fire. Again, I appreciate everything that you appreciate what you do, and I appreciate you coming on. But now here comes the serious stuff.
Okay, can't wait.
Your favorite comedian?
That's a hard. That's hard question.
Yeah.
That's a shitty question to ask a comedian. Well, it's so many.
Who do you like? Who's somebody that you're really liking now that we should like keep an eye on?
Oh gosh, who's my favorite now?
Who's somebody that you're? Because I don't want to ask you who's your favorite. Like you could say, Dave Chappelle.
My favorite comedian is like Mitch Hedberg. Mitch Hedberg was my favorite comedian.
Oh yeah, God, best one-liners.
Yeah, best one-liners for sure.
Here's a good one. Yarno wants to know who's the worst comedian. That's even hard.
Somebody I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to answer that question.
Okay, let's go to the next one, folks.
Um,
Because these are rapid fire.
Oh, sorry. I'm not very good at. I'm not
Yeah,
very
well,
good at
it's going to
those.
happen.
Who's
I'm-
who's Kelsey's husband?
Ex-husband?
No, real current husband.
Um,
Oh, Chad Daniels is the best comedian currently on tour in North America.
The worst.
That's
Okay,
the name.
we'll look him up.
Chad Daniels.
He's great.
Chad
Yeah.
Daniels.
Okay,
Well,
I will answer the next question so fast it'll be.
No, no, you won't. Okay, no, I will. I'll skip this one and go to the next one. And this hit really hard on the last one. Describe the best sandwich. If you could make a sandwich, what would go on it? What's your favorite?
Oh my gosh.
This is a good one. This got the comment section on fire last time.
Oh my gosh.
You got this, yeah. Think
What
about it.
are they gonna get mad at me?
No. There's no wrong answer, Scott.
Oh, the
Just-
best sandwich.
Feel it. Just feel it. Feel what's your
Cold,
go? Huh?
cold sandwich or warm hot sandwich?
You can heat it up. I don't care how you make it. You do you, boo.
My wife just yelled at me. She said, "You're not a sandwich guy."
You're a man.
I'm a man. I'm not a sandwich man. I'm
Yeah.
I might. Oh God, my favorite sandwich, extra mayo, and that's it. Yeah, no,
Just mayo.
no. My favorite sandwich. This is horrible. It's mayo. It's mayo
Come on, you can.
and like honey ham.
There you go. You're working through it. You can baby steps. Work through it.
And like some cheap cheese, like some cheese,
Like a just American cheese.
American cheese, like a Velveeta-ish type of cheese.
There's no wrong answer. These are
That's
just
the wrong answer. I gave a bad answer. And then
now.
this is a sandwich I liked as a child, and ham. It was honey ham, American cheese, mayonnaise on like the most cheap white
White
bread. Yeah,
I
wonderful.
I'm not gonna lie. I like a sourdough,
Mm.
but next best is just that cheap white. Even the grocery store brand, like
Like it gets
stuff
stuck
in
in
the
your
bottom.
mouth, stuck in on the top of your mouth, like
Yeah.
just like a God, yeah, awful, cheap, awful.
It's like the homeless bread. It's down on the bottom.
Yeah, you could ball it up.
It just says bread.
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
that's stuff.
good stuff.
That's like as a child. I remember eating that as a kid, and I still like that.
Yeah, that's a legit answer, man. That's a solid, well thought out answer. Triple Ducker grilled cheese with questions to dip it into. Okay, maybe her keyboard's messed up.
I like
Reuben.
It seems kind of. Oh, I like a Reuben's a nice sandwich.
There you go. The last one, I love that question because the last one is the sandwich the day after Thanksgiving.
Mm.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Dream gig to do a stand-up. You could do a stand-up anywhere. Where would it be? And it's like your dream gig.
Oh, my dream gig.
Like, is it the Comedy Store? Is it Wembley Stadium? Is it?
No, it's fun. It's not.
It's the bathroom of a dive bar. It's just.
It sounds like more of my speed.
No,
No, I
dream
think
gig here.
my dream gig. Honestly, it would be a dream gig would be probably a theater. It'd probably be a theater in my hometown, like in Seattle, just somewhere where I've gone to see bands play, like the Paramount or something, like a big theater that you would find in probably any major North American city. But just like,
It would feel good.
yeah, it'd feel like I made it. Like it's being taken seriously at home is the hardest part. It's like it's easier to be a big deal not where you live, but where you live, it's like too many people know you and They don't like people online, like people who know me will tease me about it. They're like, oh, like that little video you posted. I'm like, yeah, well, 30,000 people liked it. You shut up. But like, it's hard to be taken seriously in your hometown. So I think like that would be my dream, would just be to do something very big, big at home.
That's good. Okay,
Yeah.
next question. These are rapid fire.
Okay.
Rapid fire. How would you rate your karaoke skills from 1 to Mariah Carey? Like, where are you?
I'm like Neil Diamond.
Oh, shut up. What's your wife's name again?
Janelle.
Is that true? Is he that good?
He's pretty good.
He's got the voice of an angel. I can hear it through this whole conversation.
Yeah. I mean, was it Diamond Blue Jeans? What's that song?
Reverend Blue Jeans?
Yeah.
Forever in Blue Jeans.
Forever in Blue Jeans.
Yeah. Forever in Blue Jeans.
He's not lying, folks. Look for his next reel to be him singing karaoke.
I thought about it. I thought about adding singing into a random reel, just like to mess with people or something. Just be like, look at the thing I can do.
Because you got the guitars. I bet you serenade folks.
Yeah, I could change this channel. I could change my page real fast. No more writing.
Everyone, because it's cold, you got the campfire and they got the s'mores.
Yeah.
You're just forever in blue jeans.
Yeah. No more bikes. Just songs. That's what happens when I hit 100,000 is I'm changing formats.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'll edit this part out. We don't hear that. Okay. Last band you saw in concert.
Last band I saw in concert.
It was that band that played after Sandwriter. It was the Cunts.
Oh yeah. I see. Oh yeah. It was. Did you hear? It's so funny. No, I see. So there's a roller rink by my house that has metal shows, and like people roller skate around the stage. It's not a lot. It's a thing, and
that's so awesome.
Yeah, it's weird, but I mean, I live in South Seattle, so South Seattle has lots of like random stuff. We have South Seattle has Dead Baby Bike Club, and we have a roller skate rink metal place, and it has a bar. Yeah,
oh, killing me.
Yeah, so I went to. They had like a festival there where I saw a bunch of bands.
It's so funny. It reminds me of the Marilyn Manson Lunchbox video. They're like in the middle of a roller rink as they're. Oh, that's hysterical.
I saw I saw High on Fire. This metal band from Bay Area. They were crazy, and people were roller skating around. But yeah, lots of. I'm really into music. Like I don't. That's something I definitely don't talk about a lot. But I'm really heavy into music.
Yeah, I'm a big music fan. I can't play anything. I just like listening.
Yeah. What was the last band you saw?
Oh, that's a good question, honey. God, it's got to probably be Muse.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this was a few years back. I want to see. Deftones are coming.
Oh, nice.
But they're coming during my anniversary. And I don't know if my wife wants to spend our anniversary listening to the Deftones.
TNA could get into that, I'm sure.
You would think TNA could get into that.
My sister loves Deftones. Therefore, moms and women of all ages could enjoy Deftones.
Yes, dude, I'm a metalhead.
Nice.
It's the goofiness. Don't let it go. Best metal band, go. Ooh. Good question. Since I had to skip the one because I know he's not going to be able to answer it, and that's not on you, it's on me. Best metal band, go.
Best metal band
of all time. Like I cut my teeth on Ministry.
The best metal.
Oh,
the best. That's hard.
I'm really liking Motionless in White right now.
I really love. So there's a Seattle band that I am obsessed with. They're called Sand Rider.
Ooh.
And they're heavy and they're great. And I stand behind. Yeah, they're the best. They're the best. Sandwriter. Yeah, check them out. They have a lot of albums, and they are the most like under. Nobody's heard of these guys, and they are prolific, and they are so good, so good.
Okay, so Jarno's over there in Finland. That's like black metal stuff.
I know he's got to have like some real black metal shit.
Got to go with Napalm Death. I dated a girl in college that listened to Napalm Death. That's oh.
I don't know. I like metal. I like sludge rock too. I like garage and like just gross sounding stuff. I don't know.
Dude, I've got Justin Timberlake on my phone. I listen to everything. I'm just
I really like that Taylor Swift 1989 album.
I can't do her though. I would jump over a coffee table in the middle of a party and kick the stereo over if she came on. She's a great person, but I can't do it.
My nephew like went through a stage where he was just into like pop top 40, and he always wanted to listen to the worst music in the car. And I just like, oh my god, I hate this. But
Ministry, well,
Taylor,
Front 242, Scott, which song or artist gets you hyped to go ride?
Oh
God, this is my rapid fires.
Huh?
The Cranberries.
Cranberry. I'll purposely listen to weird stuff sometimes. The other day I was riding listening to Cranberries because that song Linger I like, but
who doesn't like a linger?
Linger is good, but like I'll listen to like I have a playlist, right? But I've been listening to Chevelle a lot.
Yeah, I loved Chevelle back in the day. That first album killed it.
Yeah, Chevelle is really good mountain bike music, and it's usually a lot harder than what I'm doing, but it's just so heavy. It makes me feel really cool. Like whatever I'm doing, it just amplifies it. So I made a video. Like I've been trying to include Chevelle in the videos a little bit, but
I've heard. Which one? What? I mean, I've got Billie Eilish, but I'm liking the Bad Omens lately. Ice Nine Kills. My buddy Eric, aka Riding Dirty, he's been sending me like the Black Dahlia Murders.
Oh, nice.
It's just he sends me stuff that I'm like, okay, maybe that song, but no more.
Yes,
it's like deathcore. It's too much.
Yeah, I've had people send me playlists, and I'm like, we just are not on the same page, and that's okay.
TNA is like, why do metal bands always have to have names like Dead Goats and Blood and Harvested Organ Meat?
I like, as long as they have good merch, I don't, that's fine. I'm all about.
Okay.
Yeah, Sleep Token I have friends who are really into Sleep Token.
Okay, Colin, I'm going to look up Sleep Token.
There's also a band called Sleep. So if you're looking up Sleep Token, you might as well also look up Sleep because you have to type it anyway.
Okay, rapid fire.
Okay, sorry, go.
Oh, no, I was just a movie that makes you cry.
A movie that makes me cry.
Wings. What was it? Wind Beneath My Wings?
Oh, Beaches. Beaches. Yeah, Sleep is good.
Marley and Me for me.
Is it Marley? Yeah, not Beaches. What's the Christmas?
Oh, The Notebook is cute.
Christmas, Love Actually.
Oh, Love Actually. Sad. Very sad. Yeah. Yeah. That's like I feel like you get to a certain age and Love Actually messes you up. Just like,
yeah, you start. No, but Marley and Me, I can't watch dogs die.
Oh yeah, no.
My wife's actually in that movie.
What?
Yeah, she's an extra in the movie. They shot the movie next door to my sister-in-law's house where she used to live. So they got to be extras in the movie. You see my wife a bunch of times in the movie. But dude, I cannot. The Art of Racing in the Rain. Have you ever read that book or saw that movie?
It's my wife loves that book. And yeah, she cried. I remember she was reading it and I was like, you got to stop.
I was listening to it while riding my bike one night, and it was the ending part. And it was pouring down rain because I was bawling. I can't do dogs dying. Check, please.
Scott tried to take the book away from me.
Yeah, I tried to take the book away. She was like losing it. It was like, you can't read this.
You can't finish it. It's too bad. Something you wish you were better at.
I wish not mountain biking. No. I wish I was better at. I wish I could kickflip. I wish I was better at skateboarding.
There you go. That's solid.
It's a stupid 44-year-old man thing to say.
You're still a baby. Let it just hold on to it, man.
People always say that. It's just because I can't grow good facial hair, so I have to shave all the time. So I just always look this young. I don't know.
Look at that. You got a fine goatee right there.
Yeah, see, I let it go. Sometimes it gets scrubby and people are like, "Are you okay?"
Look at that. Yeah, look at that goatee.
It takes weeks of hard work to develop that.
Trying to push it out. I wish I was better at lip reading. I said this before, but it happened this week. So I was shooting a meeting. I'm a videographer, and there was a meeting I was shooting, and this guy goes, and I'm like, what? I can't. It's just mouths moving. I can't read lips, folks. So don't mouth anything to me. Fashion trend you don't get, or you never got. These are just things I grab off the internet that I think would be fun.
No, like full suit, full one piece mountain bike suits. Have you seen those?
No. What?
Mountain bike one pieces are kind of weird. Yeah, they're like full, but they're full. They're like like a ski onesie, but they're like they make mountain bike ones. They're like super funny. Beanies, beanies for sure. Fractured red beanies don't make sense.
The skinny jean thing never got me because I'm not skinny, so it just never worked with me.
Baggy pants came back, and now I'm in fat. I'm like trendy again.
I'm so happy because I don't like. I'm claustrophobic. I don't like things touching my skin tightly. Oh. It's weird.
I've only ever been like that size a couple of times in my life where I felt like it worked anyway. Like so.
Nothing skinny on me, buddy. Okay, name your guilty pleasure TV show. What's something that you're like, I gotta watch this, but it doesn't really fit the like Real Housewives?
So funny.
What do you got?
My wife's like, you watch TV, you're too busy making mountain bike content.
Oh.
No, it's not funny.
That's paying the bills, sister. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. What do you want?
Yeah, what are you making things happen?
What do I watch? What's my guilty pleasure?
Like an old sitcom. Man, these are hard.
Not TV. Well, I don't watch TV, but like the things I like that I wouldn't talk about are like I'll watch like a Twitch streamer for like 10 hours play a video game. Like I can't get enough of stuff like that.
I've never even been on a Twitch.
It's just like good
Isn't
to have.
It like girls in like inflatable bathtubs and bikinis or something?
They have those, but there's also just dorky people playing video games for 12 hours. But also, if you're up like in the middle of the night like me, then there's not a lot of options. So if you go on Twitch, there's always somebody on there doing something. So it's
oh, that's funny.
But it's like, yeah.
Favorite something at me.
Favorite riding shoes. I ride in the most like I ride Emerica skate shoes most of the time when I mountain bike because I enjoy the pedal feel. I like feeling the pedal. And like my friends who are seriously into downhill are always like, you should get some real shoes. But
it's comfortable, damn it.
I come from skating where like board feel is important. So I like being able to feel my pedals. So I ride that, or I ride like Vans high tops is what I ride.
Yeah, whatever feels good, man.
Yeah, you
Dude.
just got to. I don't like the stiffness. Like the overly stiff shoes just feel strange. It's like you're standing on wood or something. I don't like it.
Yeah, I used to ride clipless.
Yeah.
And I'd have stiff shoes, and now I'm going flats, and it's just like a shoe now. It really I get you. You feel the little pins almost.
Yes. Especially if you're gonna jump. Like if you jump, I feel like it feels better. Like you can just feel, I don't know, it feels better. But I have clipless for my gravel bike, and I like it. Like it's
grass bike.
For my grass bike, and I like it. But also sometimes I'm like, actually, I just took them off because there's just times it feels like you're trapped on your bike or something. It feels weird. I like being able to shift my feet too much, I think, to ride clipless everywhere.
Yeah, I actually, because I've just recently gone clip or flats, and I felt the overcompensation of taking my foot off, because you actually got to clip and get out quickly, and I forget to do that, so my foot goes way out there.
Oh yeah.
And I was falling. I never fall. And all of a sudden now I'm falling again because I'm overcompensating, like I'm yanking my foot.
Oh, because you're programmed to like twist your foot out all the time. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. I had to when I got clipless, it took me a couple weeks to to get used to it. So I was like, I'd come to a stop and have to think, I'm like, oh no, I'm not. Yeah. I didn't take a foot out. But I kind of want to do it for trail riding because it's getting sloppy and it just, I'm not trying to get in the air or anything, but I don't know. I feel like I might run into something and fall over into the mud, and I don't want to do that. So
are you hanging up the bike now?
No, absolutely not.
You're going to get some snow, right?
Yeah, snowboard season is starting. So I go with my nephew every every weekend, pretty much, for the next 5 months. So but I'm gonna still ride. It's out here, it can be kind of hard because it gets really sloppy, and you gotta want it, right? It gets so wet, but I can't imagine not doing it. There's still enough dry days to do it. It just gets really cold, and there gets to be so little daylight hours that it becomes kind of a difficult thing to do. But
depressing.
I can't stop now. I've gotten so much traction on this mountain bike thing.
That's what I'm gonna say. It's like you got the ball rolling, man. You can't let us down.
I know. Don't worry. I'm sticking with it. I got next year. We're doing stupid stuff. I think we're gonna go to Crankworks. we're gonna do. It's gonna be really, really dumb. So I'll be around.
So really, and we'll wrap this up. But yeah, I mean, you've got plans to up your Instagram and your content.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, next year I'm gonna pop up in places that doesn't seem like I should be there.
Oh, this is awesome, folks.
Yeah, because I live
here first.
Because I don't live far from Whistler. Realistically, it's not that far. So I got some plans to I'm gonna make some Whistler stuff that is in the realm of what I do. So it'll be.
So you're going to be on normal mountain bikers' shoulders, and you guys are just going to throw the funny around out there? Or?
Yeah, I have a plan.
Meaning, are you considering collabing, or has anyone reached out to you about collabing?
Yeah, there's going to be some stupid stuff. I think there's going to be some people, some big names that people won't be expecting me to know. So, it makes me giggle just thinking about it. It's going to be so stupid. I can't wait. It's going to be really, really dumb, and I can't wait to do it. But yeah, we're planning to go. I have a friend he's not my PA, but we ride together a lot, and we've been talking. I'm like, oh, we're gonna go here and here and here, and we're gonna film all these videos and get some pros in on it too. So it's still gonna be lo-fi and stupid, but it's gonna have people you won't expect to be in it. So
That's awesome. Like I find that fascinating now that you're at that upper echelon, if you will, that like you're able to do that. So, does that blow your mind that you're like,
yeah,
well, these are guys that I've followed first, and now they want to play Instagram with you.
Yeah, it's pretty silly. And like there's and it happened in mountain biking. It's happened in snowboarding too. There's people who've I've kind of met who I'm like, oh my god, like that's somebody who I never thought I would have I would know, but yeah. So I have plans to keep doing mountain biking because I love mountain biking. I'm very passionate about it, and I can't imagine stopping. So as long as I can find something that I think is going to be worth putting out there that people will find enjoyable, I'll keep doing it. I can't imagine I'll stop doing that any day soon. It's just going to get bigger and bigger, and we'll see how far we can take it.
Boom. Holy cow, dude. We're coming out. We're 2 hours deep.
All right.
I apologize, but I was going to cut you off, but you're just, this is Scott Losse, folks. Are you kidding me? I want to reach into the screen and snuggle all night or something. I just want to, like a little baby. It's just, I'm so honored that you would come on my show tonight.
Well, thanks for having me.
True pleasure. And it just, thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate you having me. It means a lot. It means a lot that people would want to talk to little old me about anything. So
the little
old me. Yeah.
Little old me. But thank you so much, man. I really appreciate your time. Guys, all of his stuff is down there. Wherever that is right now, the description in YouTube. If you want to check him out on Instagram, if you're new to him, like, subscribe, follow, do all that kind of stuff. Like this video right now if you could. And thank you guys for listening live and being here in the comments section. I know you guys were excited to meet this kid. I really appreciate you all. So if you can, folks.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Go get your bikes dirty.
Yeah, do it.